Did you get everything you need, sir?
Is there anything else that you needed?
I'm not leaving my property until we both leave together.
Is there anything else?
I don't even trust her with you.
Is there anything else that you?
Okay. Why don't you trust her with me?
First of all,
hold on, wait, stop.
You did.
This is my house.
You own the house, but you rent it, sir.
Stop it.
Fred.
Yeah.
Okay, go on and do what you're going
I'm
to do.
going to do what I'm doing. I'm taking a report.
Yeah, and I'm going to call Ferrell. I can call Britton.
Don't do that. Don't do that to him because he ain't even done nothing. This is what you're doing. You getting on to everybody. But you getting on to everybody.
No, you committed an assault.
You getting on to
and a
everybody.
burglary because you can't go into your house if you've rented it to somebody.
Let me tell you what happened, sir.
You barged into the door. I seen it.
The door was open.
Y'all stop.
The door was
The door was
closed.
open, but she was
And
standing
she was
behind
standing right there. And I asked her, we coming in.
You pushed it
You
open.
said she was a
Now we
sheriff.
can do this. You can leave or you can go to jail with me. How about that?
Sir, listen to me, man.
Okay.
This particular newspaper is the Enterprise Carrier from Tuesday, February 27, 2024. First, I want to congratulate these youngsters and the coaches for the Charleston R1 School District, even though I criticized Charleston R1 School District for what they did to my children, but I don't criticize those that's trying and those that didn't have a part in it in 2010, 11, and 12. But anyway, I also want to congratulate y'all, even though I felt the way they treated y'all in New Madrid this past week. I think it was a shame, and y'all beware of some of the law enforcement officials that travel with y'all from Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County to New Madrid, Missouri, such as Barry Morgan, a sheriff captain on the Mississippi County Sheriff Department, and if the sheriff himself was there, Britton Ferrell, y'all beware of them. They're not securing y'all. If Robert Hearns, the chief of police from the Charleston, Missouri Police Department, was there, he's not trying to secure y'all neither. They are white supremacists, and they harm blacks and whites that don't go along with what they doing. But I don't like the way they treated y'all there, but y'all stand strong because God gonna change it around. I want to turn it around on the other side of this newspaper, so I just wanted y'all to see which one it is. This is the Enterprise. They publicize things like for Lester Gillespie, Sheriff Britton Ferrell, Robert Hearns, and anybody, NAACP, anybody that's not doing nothing for the black community on the positive side. Brent Ferrell, if you see, in August, he's looking to be re-elected as the sheriff here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County. If you follow these videos real careful, it'll show you why you shouldn't. I don't have to too much tell you, but it would show you why. It'll show you physical documentation, videos of why you shouldn't re-elect this man. In the beginning, when this man ran for special election, I voted for him. A lot of other blacks and whites voted for him. But then when he finished up that a couple of years for the re-election, for the special election, when the then Attorney General Josh Hawley, who's is a state senator now, I found out he's a racist. All you got to do is look at his putting up his fist to the white supremacists, the Proud Boys and the Klans that raided Washington, D.C. on Wednesday, January the 6th, 2021. And you will see the real Josh Hawley like we see the real Sheriff Brent Ferrell. Another thing I want y'all to Google up, and it's real important. Get your pens and paper out. Google up the Ku Klux Klan in Missouri, the state of Missouri, that's running for governor. The Ku Klux Klan, now, he tried to clean it up. They show a picture of him standing by a burning cross with one of the other Ku Klux members that had on a full gear, the sheet on the shoulders and the hood on the head. But he's trying to say he's an honorary member of the Ku Klux Klan. That's just like me being an honorary member of a murdering corporation organization that's out here killing people, an honorary member. Ain't that something? But Britton Ferrell, I want you to look at these videos showing how you hear him telling a white guy that's down already, that Barry Morgan, you can't see his face, but he was videoing it, showing him tasing this guy, didn't give him no warning, tased this guy. Then when the guy was down on the ground, Barry Morgan put the taser to his neck. That's illegal, and still shocked him. And Britton Ferrell has his arm saying, if you don't turn around, I'm going to break it. That's what they do. Look how he beat up somebody. Look how Britton Ferrell disregarded the appellate courts of the state of Missouri when they said, what is his name? John Blakely, word shouldn't be trusted. He sent a black man to prison for 18 years on false testimony. The Illinois State Police in the Illinois appellate prosecuting attorney had Barry Morgan arrested and charged, y'all, during the whole duration. Britton Ferrell disregarding the Illinois State Police, disregarding the Illinois State Appellate Court, prosecuting attorney, and said he stick by Barry Morgan. How would you want him back in and he's supporting prisoners? He's supporting convicts. He's supporting individuals that the higher court said can't be trusted. Not only that, now he fired a black man, which he should have, just like he should have fired Barry Morgan. He fired a black man that that worked it for him, that took a white female in the attorney's client's office at night, took in there, cut the lights out, and had her give him oral sex. Now, here it is, his administrator and the administrator wife worked it for them, and they was charged with something. No violence, no sexual thing. You see what I'm saying? Like the black guy and like Barry Morgan. But they was just arrested for it. Barry Morgan had something to do with that. And at the same time, they still fighting the case. So they supposed to be innocent until proven otherwise. But he fired both of them. Now tell him and explain why he fired a black man. The black man didn't went to trial, but it fired him for a crime. Fired his administrator and his administrator wife for a crime. And they still going to court. But Barry Morgan, when he got arrested, got out on bond, went January the 11th, 2023, and pled guilty to a battery on a suspect and got a year court supervision, and Britton Ferrell still kept him on there. Y'all want him for 4 more years? And not only that, let me leave you with this here. Listen to this video real good when you hear a female saying, stop it, stop it, stop it. Don't do that, don't do that. He ain't did nothing. And you'll hear a boy say, this is my house. That's Lester Gillespie. I can call Britton Ferrell, I work for him. That's Lester Gillespie. Then you hear a voice saying, you can't do that. Even though this is your house or your property, you can't do that when you rent to somebody. You can't just barge in. You committed a assault and a burglary. And if you don't leave, you can go with me. I'll arrest you. And that's what he did. But Britton Ferrell, the one who's running for re-election, like he did to 2 other criminals that he let work for him, he had this individual had the sheriff deputy unhandcuff him and let Lester Gillespie go. There's no history of this crime, 2 crimes that he committed. John Blakely resigned from the Charles Sykes, Missouri Police Department, and now he's working for Britton Ferrell. What can I say, y'all? But don't vote for him. Y'all still Google up the Ku Klux Klan that's running for governor of the state of Missouri, y'all. Ain't that something? He said he's just an honorary member of a group that has a history that's cowardly murdering blacks. They killed Emmett Till, a 14-year-old boy from Chicago, Illinois. They arrested me a couple of times with the help of Lester Gillespie and some of the, Lester Gillespie is black, and some of the white supremacists. Now, Y'all, John Blakely is riding around in another car. I'm gonna see if I can go find it right quick for y'all. I want y'all to take a real good look at this car. This is another car that John Blakely, since I exposed what he was riding around in before. I want you to take a real good look at it, y'all. Y'all see it? He rides around in this one here sometime too, y'all. So y'all watch him. If he stop y'all, just give me a call on my hotline. Do not, this is one reason, I mean, you looked at my things. I think that's either Brent, no, that might be Brent Ferrell truck there, y'all. Y'all seen him. What y'all want to do is y'all want to know who you're voting for. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Know who you're voting for.
Drug dealer David Robinson in the shooting death of Sheila Box. Robinson, found guilty the following year, has always maintained his innocence. Well, now this special judge's report to the Missouri Supreme Court agrees with him. And this isn't some kind of procedural error. The judge who wrote this says David Robinson is innocent. The two key witnesses at his trial lied, and the detective behind his arrest in this report simply cannot be believed.
I read this every day. I can tell you everything in there page for page.
For David Robinson, this 91-page report to the Missouri Supreme Court puts a megaphone to the words he's repeated over and over again.
I ain't no murderer. I ain't killed nobody. I didn't kill Sheila Box or nobody else, nor have I ever killed anyone.
The state's high court called on Jefferson County Judge Darrell Missy to review everything in Robinson's case and gather new testimony. His report starts and finishes with the same assertion that Robinson is innocent. The pages in between detail an investigation that relied on questionable witnesses and no physical evidence, led by Detective John Blakely, described in here as not competent and not credible.
After reading that, I felt like, wow, it's the same thing I've been saying for 17 and a half years. And it fell on deaf ears.
On the night of August 5th, 2000, Sheila Box was shot as she sat in her SUV near this intersection on Sykeston's west side. Police arrested Robinson and a second man that night. They were questioned, their clothes tested for blood or gunpowder residue, and then released. But Robinson tells me he believes the focus stayed on him.
That was more so that they wanted me more than they wanted anybody.
And why? Why do you think they wanted you?
Past history dealing with the police.
Just get you off the street.
Just get me off the street.
According to Judge Missy's report, the only witnesses who implicated David Robinson at his murder trial were Albert Baker and Jason Richardson. Richardson testified he shared a cell with Robinson and overheard him bragging about the murder. But 3 years later, Richardson told investigators that wasn't true, and evidence shows he and Robinson were never cellmates. Judge Missy called his trial testimony profoundly unbelievable. Albert Baker, a paid informant for Sykeston police, testified he saw Robinson shoot Box. But in 2017, Baker said he lied, saying, quote, "The detective said they would change my life." Baker got out of jail within hours of signing his statement against Robinson and received $2,500 in cash in the weeks after.
I forgive him. I even forgive Blakely because as long as I held on to hate, I couldn't move forward.
Judge Missy has harsh words for Detective John Blakely, who took those statements from both Baker and Richardson. Missy says Blakely's testimony doesn't ring true, and the timing of Albert Baker's release from jail back in 2000 was no accident.
Blakely denied that he didn't have nothing to do with Albert Baker getting out of jail. That was a lie. The judge called it a lie.
The judge also called Blakely, quote, "the least credible witness to have testified before this court." What is credible, Judge Missy writes, are the numerous confessions given by this man, Romance Mosby. Several people testified that Mosby said he shot Sheila Box that night following a drug deal gone bad. Mosby hanged himself in prison in 2009.
I hate to see what happened. And do I believe the fact that he told other people that? Yeah.
But the judge also had some harsh words for Robinson, calling him his own worst enemy.
At first I looked at Judge like, who you calling worse? But he right. Selling drugs, I was guilty for that. I mean, he said I spoke openly on it. I mean, I've been convicted of it before.
Will you leave here if they allow you to leave a changed man?
I'm preparing myself now because I have walked out these doors 6 times for crimes that I was good for, but I always had in my head I didn't have no vision. I want to be going home, getting out, staying out, and be a better husband, a better brother, a better father, a better mentor, better son. Slicing is in the rear view. I can't go through this again. I wouldn't want to go through this again. I wouldn't want nobody to go through this again.
Behind, but that community faces the fallout from this special master's report. City Manager Jonathan Douglas says they take the allegations against one of their detectives very seriously.
Judge Missy made several strong statements about Detective Blakely. We reviewed all that information. We placed him on administrative leave, not disciplinary leave. In this case, we felt it was appropriate to get an outside independent agency to investigate that. We felt that would be the most credible investigation for the public. So we've asked the U.S. Attorney's Office to investigate that.
While that investigation continues, I also spoke with DPS Chief Mike Williams, who actually worked on the original Robinson case. Now, he couldn't talk about
2023. It's about 3:32 p.m. I greet all human beings all around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter whether you're the richest to the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you are the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter if you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. Doesn't matter whether you like me or anything I say, do, or nor produce. I still greet you with that same universal greetings. You have a first, 14th, and so many other amendments to the United States Constitution to think and see, do, and say as you please, as long as you do it in a legal manner. This young man here is a victim of Barry Morgan, Captain Barry Morgan from the Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County Sheriff Department. This is one of the pictures of him after Barry Morgan turned off the camera and put him in his truck. I'm going to show you another one right quick. My sources told RRR, Raymond Research and Recovery, the Underground Railroad, that Barry Morgan and a couple of other officers beat him up like this here. And I believe it when you see what the Illinois State Police arrested him for. One of their trucks from the Mississippi County Sheriff Department here in Charleston, Missouri, was stolen by a suspect that was in custody. Ain't that something to show you what type of individual he is? We know Barry Morgan is a certified, bona fide coward, because when his co-worker, deputy, he might be a captain now, but Deputy David, let me see what his last name is. Well, Biscuit, we call him Biscuit. I got to remember his name. But when he was shot by a white drug dealer in Wyatt, Missouri, Barry Morgan and some of the other sheriff department personnel was there. They left David Watkins left him there for dead. He was able to shoot the suspect himself. That's the only way he survived. The Missouri Attorney General, the Missouri governor came down, or the Attorney General came down and honored Watkins for his being a hero. But this is what Barry Morgan do. And then look what he did here in the black community on September the 3rd, 2023, on the black side of town during the Labor Day weekend. Look how he was threatening the black young people, freshmen, on the basketball court enjoying themselves, and you can see him with the mace shaking it up. And they said he told them if they don't get off that basketball court, he was going to mace they effing A. When you listen to the way he was talking to this guy, when him and the sheriff and one of the sergeants from the sheriff department here was allegedly saying that they was serving him a warrant, but we found out he didn't even have a warrant. But you see how he was tasing this guy even when he was down. But this was Barry Morgan is a time bomb in Charleston, Missouri, especially in the black community. The day that you see him on that basketball court and see Robert Hearns terrorizing the black people when they trying to celebrate the Labor Day weekend, Robert Hearns had his wife out there while he was allegedly on duty, unplugging these people's sound system speakers, and Barry Morgan had his girlfriend, who's a clerk for Robert Hearns at the Charleston, Missouri Police Department. She was convicted of DUI. Barry's convicted of battery on a suspect. But this is what, he's a time bomb running around on probation. If any of y'all see him or Robert Hearns or any of the crooked police or sheriff deputies doing something that you feel is violating your constitutional rights, let me know. Take a video, call me, and I will come on the scene free of charge. We know the NAACP is working hand in hand with these people. We know Lester Gillespie is because they let him get away. Did I show you both of them pictures? I want to show you again. This is in the detention center. When his visitors came, they took pictures. You see, but it's hard to get a crime put on police and people like Lester Gillespie because of the fact Susanna Wesley Learning Center is ran by all these people. Robert Hearns used to work for Susanna Wesley. The judge, Barb Barker, used to work for Susanna Wesley. Lester Gillespie, most of these black and white preachers, and the present prosecuting attorney, Clara Poley. These people are not only white supremacists. The blacks is hooked up with the white supremacists, but they are a danger to the black community, let alone some of the white community that don't conform to what they want you to do. Peace be still.
Missouri Sheriff's Deputy.
Mississippi County Sheriff Britton Ferrell says he stands by his captain, Barry Morgan, who faces charges of battery and official misconduct.
Here's a look at video from last September that shows Sheriff Ferrell with Captain Morgan standing to his left. According to Illinois State Police, the state appellate prosecutor's office out of Springfield filed the charges against Morgan. They come nearly 6 months after the arrest of a man who allegedly stole a sheriff's department truck and drove it from Charleston into Illinois before being stopped in Johnson County. All state police will say is that Morgan faces the 2 counts for actions relating to that man's arrest. Sheriff Ferrell, meantime, tells me their internal investigation found Morgan did nothing wrong during that arrest. Ferrell goes on to say that Morgan, quote, has served and is serving Mississippi County and our profession admirably. Ferrell also says it's unfortunate investigators would rather charge a fellow officer than consequence.
Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, look careful. Hands behind your back.
Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
I'm down, motherfucker.
Hands behind your back. Turn around. Roll over.
On your belly.
Roll over.
I'm going to break your arm.
Roll over.
Roll over. Thank you. Come out there like that. Now we can talk to you. Stand up.
You've been served, motherfucker.
Stand up. Thank you.
Can I get my cigarettes?
No.
How have I been served?
You really gonna come out here and give us attitude and then you want to smoke?
How have I been served?
Yeah,
Been served.
with it.
Right there. Been served.
From who? From who?
From us.
Ex parte, buddy. And you got a warrant, so you're coming with us.
Ain't got any warrants.
Search his pocket.
No, I ain't got any warrants, man.
We're just telling you, you do.
You do have a warrant. Let's go. I'll transport them. That's fine. Come on.
Can I get my phone?
Nope. You don't need it. Let me unlock my door.
No.
Come on. Jump on in.
House.
Now, all of this that you all done seen, you can see the danger and the threats here in Charleston, Missouri, seeing that the police chief, Robert Hearns, that been chief for almost probably close to 3 decades, we can't vote him in. You see what I'm saying? We can't vote the mayor in. The city council here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County and City Hall, the city council votes the mayor in, so we don't have no say-so. 5,947 people, we don't have any say-so who gonna be sheriff, who gonna be police chief, nor do we have any say-so who's gonna be the mayor. That need to change. Black and white people need to come together. That's not a part of the good old boy system. You seen what's been happening in the sheriff department. Blacks or whites is not safe up in there. You see Brent Ferrell, he speaks up for a criminal, Barry Morgan, that the Illinois State Police charged him with 2 things. And Brent Ferrell says that Brent Ferrell says that his internal investigation seen Barry Morgan did nothing. But somebody that's higher than the sheriff department, which is the state police, they seen something. Then you see he kept him hired. Then you see him hired the detective John Blakely. You seen what the Supreme Court said. Y'all get a good look at him now. That's John Blakely. All you got to do is Google up the case and it'll show you. How you doing, Detective John Blakely? How you doing, Detective John Blakely? David Robinson, I know you remember him real well, don't you? If you see how they frown up, they don't like, some of them don't like that a black man that's an activist that don't have nothing to hide from the law expose these individuals. Now I'm wondering if we get shooting in the black neighborhoods again, can we get the sheriff and the police department to come? Nice cars, ain't it, y'all? Y'all take a real good look at John Blakely's truck here, y'all. Take a real good look at it. That's John Blakely. Look here. I guess they wondering. John Blakely, I'm gonna get on up out of here. There they go. Look. They far over there by my car. I guess they gonna try to tow my car or something, huh? Y'all take a good look. Take a good look. Y'all remember what John Blakely drive and what he looked like. Apparently, whatever he stopped this guy for, he didn't have enough to stop to arrest this guy. couldn't find what he was looking for. And now I guess he going on about his way. I'm gonna leave out right now with peace. The blessing of God be with you. Thank God that this guy didn't get killed, or I don't think John Blakely put anything in his vehicle. You see, John Blakely didn't even come this way. Peace out, y'all. Beware of John Blakely. Beware of Captain Barry Morgan. Beware of Robert Hearns. Beware of, let's see, who else did I didn't say? Barry Morgan, the sheriff himself, Britton, Ferrell, Lester Gillespie, the NAACP, and all these other people.
Is there anything else that you needed?
I'm not leaving my property until we go be together.
Is there anything else?
I don't even trust her with you.
Is there anything else that you?
Okay, why don't you trust her with me?
First of all,
hold on, wait, stop.
You did.
This is my house,
Stop. You own the house that you rented.
Stop it.
Listen to me, man. Fred.
Yeah.
Okay, go on and do what you're going to do.
I'm going to do what I'm doing. I'm taking a report.
Yeah, and I'm going to call Ferrell.
You can call Britton.
Don't do that to him, because he ain't even done nothing. This is what you're doing. You getting on to everybody.
In the way.
But you getting
She
on
was
to
standing behind us,
everybody.
so you committed an assault.
You getting on to
And a
everybody.
burglary, because you can't go into your house if you've rented it to somebody.
Let me tell you what happened, sir.
You barged into the door. I seen it.
The door was open.
Y'all stop.
The door was
The door
closed.
was open, but she was
standing right there. And I asked her, we coming in.
Pushed it
You
open.
said she was a
Now
sheriff.
we can do this. You can leave, or you can go to jail with me. How about that?
Sir, listen to me, man.
Okay.